notice that it's not strange any longer for you to speak to 10 adults and they all say they are busy? We're fighting against a system that keeps us running, keeps us busy, keeps us on a hamster's wheel, just in a bid to survive in many cases. But the question we really need to ask is, when we say we want to parent intentionally, when we say we want to fulfill destiny, then we really do have to redefine what success looks like. We really do have to make a clear-cut distinction between what our vision is and what our ambitions are. We really need to then say, what are the things that are draining my time? Am I prioritizing the things that I say are truly important to me? Because what then happens in a world where we are constantly busy is that we slowly, naturally begin to negotiate ourselves out of the disciplines that it takes to fulfill destiny, out of the disciplines that it takes to parent purposefully, out of the discipline that it takes to cultivate greatness in a child. Because we don't have time. We're busy. And what do you find happening when we create this system where we're just on the go? We're constantly in the weeds. Parenting naturally will draw us into the weeds many times. You would find that you're either booking something, checking out what the teacher has sent. So we are constantly busy. And that is where we really need to negotiate out time that we can take to be quiet. Time that we can take to view things from 10,000 feet and not from the middle of the mess or the chaos that is typical of parenting in many cases. Because that is when we'll be able to discern a child correctly. That is when we'll be able to say, who is this child? What is the greatness that is waiting to be birthed within them? What are their unique battles that I have to stand with them to fight as a parent? And not against them. Because many times we are fighting against the child. We are trying to tame the child in many cases. We don't realize that we have become co-partners, co-laborers, co-creators with God as we birth greatness in this child. I typically would share this with parents. If you don't want to fulfill destiny, if you just want to be successful and have money or be rich or whatever, and you don't want to raise children purposefully, you don't even have to care about these things I'm saying. It doesn't matter. We can sleep anytime we want, wake up anytime we want, do anything we want. But the moment you bring intentional parenting and fulfilling destiny to the table, the conversation switches. Because we can't say that we want to instruct something into our children that we are not modeling in the house. There is no discipline in the way that we live. But we want our children to be disciplined. How? We don't raise them with empathy, but we want them to be empathetic. How? So it brings that question back to us as to what are the disciplines of destiny that I want to embrace.